Thank you very much, Chairman. I want to comment on a number of issues. Support Chairman Committee on Education, Honorable Meli, on the matter of school feeding program, because Chairman, as members have stated here, that food, before anything is done, food is very important to our children in school, because most of them drop out of school because they don't even have anything to feed on. And because of that, Chairman, we should allocate sufficient amount of money for all schools in this country for the school feeding program. I have a problem, however, Chairman, with how the school feeding program is being run in Nairobi, because this is a function of the national government, and the county government So, Chairman, you've not commented about this, Chairman Meli, that Nairobi County per day, in a year, with the total number of schools, which we have around 210 public primary schools, the total amount collected in a year is around 270 million Kenya shillings. So therefore, if we are allocating money in the budget committee for the school feeding program, in addition to that, the county government is also allocating money. In addition to that, there are grants which are being given by the government of France. And then in addition to that, we collect money from the parents, Chairman. So is it not selfish? And no, CDF does not allocate money for that, but at least from the national government. So, Chairman, we need to follow some of these issues, because our parents' money, the hard-earned cash of our parents, are being defrauded by the county government of Nairobi. So you need to look into that. However, we support the school feeding program. Number two, Chairman, as you rightly stated on the JSS, Chairman, these people are really struggling. And you know what it is, Chairman, to stay in a lecture hall for 4 years, Chairman. These people, having graduated from different institutions of higher learning, Chairman, the only amount of money that a JSS teacher is being paid is 17,000 Kenya shillings. This is a person who is qualified. Hata mtu anaenda mjengo, Chairman, earns 600 shillings per day. For 30 days, that is 18,000 Kenya shillings. Na huyo ni mtu wa mkono, anafanya kazi ya kuleta mawe. What about a person who is fully trained, just to earn that amount of money? Therefore, I'm in support of the junior secondary school teachers to be paid not less than 46,000 Kenya shillings in hardship areas and 38,000 Kenya shillings in other areas. In addition to that, Chairman, there's a problem because there's discrimination, where 46,000 teachers should be employed, the JSS teachers, while we are only going for 26,000. On what criteria will we use to know the 26,000? This amounts to discrimination, which is not in the spirit of the Kenyan Constitution. Now, we have, Chairman, the issue of in promotion of human capital, matter, skill, and literally nothing can happen in this country if there is no skills, Chairman, in every field, in every area. And when we look at the capitation, which is always and constantly being delayed in our universities, Chairman, it is very unfair for our children to suffer because the money for capitation has not been released. Yet most of the time we budget for this money. So therefore, Chairman, you also need to talk to the executive that once we budget for these monies, then they need to be promptly released. You know the importance of education, Chairman Dindi Nyoro. You know very well. It is education that has made you be where you are. And you love education. And even now you are doing 2 masters at a go, Chairman. You know what this means. Therefore, money should be released to these comrades as soon as possible. On the TVETs, Chairman, every year we budget for these TVETs in this same committee. But Chairman, you've chosen to not give attention to Nairobi as a county. We have a problem in Nairobi. We don't have enough TVETs. And among the 16 that you've already mentioned here, each is going to get 57,500,000 Kenya shillings. You need to consider Nairobi so that at least Nairobians can have an institution where they can further their education for those who are not successful in joining the universities and other colleges. Lastly, Chairman, the CBC. You've really presented a good proposal here, Chairman, but you've said nothing about the CBC. CBC, there's a problem. I want you to just, from this meeting, move to any public primary school within Nairobi. Go and see the chaos that is happening within those institutions. You find, Chairman, that one teacher who is trained to only offer 2 subjects, to teach 2 subjects. This teacher is being given 8 subjects to teach. Therefore, we are wasting those children as early as now. What does this tell us? That we need sufficient human capital. We need teachers to be employed. And these teachers, their salaries should be increased as just the way you I think the CBC, at least something can be done about it. And then you've not also talked about the infrastructure for the CBCs. They are being taught they are being taught biology, subjects like biology, chemistry, right at primary school level, but there are no even laboratories. So we need to move with speed because education is the first most important thing that must be taken into consideration. Lastly, Chairman, the university education. This is where there is the biggest problem. The biggest of all. This funding model, Chairman, I still don't understand it well. Because this new funding model, a social science is costing around 300,000 Kenya shillings. A course. For 4 years, that is around 1.2 million Kenya shillings. Kenya shillings. By 6 years, around 3.6 million Kenya shillings. Then let's go back to that Mama Mboga or a Boda Boda rider who needs to raise this money, whose only hope is that child that they're educating at the university level, that one day that child will remove them from the mud where they are staying, from different slums where they are staying. Is it possible for this Boda Boda rider to accumulate 1.2 million Kenya shillings? Meanwhile, this person has never even touched 50,000 Kenya shillings at a go, at once. So this funding model, we need to do something about it, Chairman. And being in opposition, we will still proceed to push the government to ensure that they deliver these things that we want as per the doctrine of separation of powers, checks and balances, Chairman, which was opined by a gentleman called Charles Louis de Saint-Condat Baron de Montesquieu in France in the 17th century. Thank you, Chairman.
Chair, Honorable.
No, the press conference is over. Let's go to.
No, Chair.
Let's go to. Let's go to.
Point of order.
Yes.
Honorable Major Dong said Babu has joined the government. Is that correct?
Chairman, I'm in opposition for the record. The government cannot afford me as at now. Thank you.
Let's go to Honorable Naisula Lesuda.
Thank you, Chair. And thank you, Honorable Meli, Chair Education, for